Hey, horror fans, once again, it is me, the Horror Miser Money G. As we're counting down towards the end of the 31 days of horror, it is now time for me to take a look back at season 3 of Chucky Part 1. Yes,
Don't fuck with them hoes.
Now, of course, before we begin, I'm going to be doing some spoilers about Chucky Season 3. So if you have not seen the third season of Chucky, or the first half of Season 3, because they did split it up into two parts, go back, stop the video, go back and watch it on Peacock, because it's airing on Peacock. Watch the first 4 episodes of Chucky Season 3, and you can come back and take a look at my recap. Other than that, you have been warned. Now, due to the writer and screen actor skill strike, season 3 has been broken up into two parts. Now, they were able to get 4 episodes filmed for this year, and then the next 4 episodes will air sometime in 2024, and that's depending upon how long the screen actor guild strike will last. We know that they were able to resolve the writer's strike that ended a few weeks ago, but unfortunately, we still have the screen actor guild strike that's still ongoing right now. So while all the writers are going back to their jobs, the actors are actually still on strike, so they have not begun to save or not begun to film the remaining 4 episodes of season 3. So hopefully we might get something in for season 3, but that's not going to take place until next year. Anyway, it's time to see what's going on with the three amigos, and that's Jake, Devin, and Lexi, and all the other characters as it's season 3 of Chucky. What's this? Chucky's in the White House? What the hell? How did he get into the White House? How is he able to get close to Henry, the youngest son of President Collins, and his mother Charlotte? What the hell is going on here? Well, once we get over that shot, we get to see what's been going on with what I call the three amigos, Jake, Devin, and Lexi, after the events that took place last season. Now, we see that Devin and Jake are using social media to locate the last good guy doll, while Lexi is also using social media to locate her missing sister, Caroline. This is all happening in the first episode, and while Chucky, in the meantime, back at the White House, Chucky is back up to his old tricks as he kills a Secret Service agent assigned to Henry, and then he taunts Jake, Lexi, and Devin by leaving them a clue to his current location. They eventually learn that he's actually in the White House. Now, when the three amigos learn that he's in the White House, they decide to come up with a plan that will get them into the White House by having Lexi flirt with Grant, Henry's older brother. You know, they're having some type of a Halloween party there at the White House, and so Lexi decides she's going to flirt with Grant, get him to come into the White House, so that way they can finally put an end to Chucky once and for all. Now, Chuck in the second episode, Chucky kills Samantha, the gang's latest guardian, who was actually in, I think, season 1 and season 2. She was a teacher there. She was in the White House getting the gang vetted by security so that Charlotte can allow the gang to attend the Halloween party that's going to be thrown at the White House. You see, not much takes place in the second episode. We see that Chucky has killed another member of President Collins' staff, and then we get to see a former CIA agent in Charlotte. They decide to cover up the murders just so that way they can preserve President Collins' presidency, because they know if it gets out, he can only be a one-term president. But while this is going on, and while the three amigos start to get ready their plan to come to the White House, uh, where's Jennifer Tiffany? Where's Caroline? Where's Nika? Again, how did Chucky get himself close to the Collins family and get to the White House? Where are all those questions? We still don't know that in the first 2 episodes. Well, in the third episode, we do find out what has happened as we have a flashback on what happened after the season 2 finale. Well, Jennifer Tiffany is arrested before Chucky can kill her, and he and Charlotte escape New York City before Nika can catch them. Now, we see the three amigos and all the other victims at Jennifer Tiffany's trial, and despite the fact she tries using insanity effects, trying to claim that she's not Jennifer Tilly, that she's actually is Tiffany Valentine, she is found guilty and is sentenced to death, much to the most of the joyous reaction to Nika and our three amigos, Jake, Devin, and Lexi. Meanwhile, Chucky is shocked to find out that he is aging. What? He finds out from a doctor who specializes in voodoo that Chucky has been cursed with Christianity and that Damballa has abandoned him. Ooh, poor Chucky. He tells Chucky that he has to sacrifice six people in some place evil in order to regain Dambala's faith and allow him to continue living. Uh-oh. Now, after trying to do this ritual at a certain house in New Jersey fails, I won't reveal what that is, but I'm pretty sure you get to know what I'm talking about. He and Caroline decide to try the White House instead. Now, we don't know why he decides to do the White House, but because of all the craziness that has happened there, he feels as though there is enough evil stuff in that place that will allow him to get the sacrifices he needs in order to regain Dambala's faith. We eventually learn how he got close to Henry and his family and why Chucky is killing people randomly at the White House. Now that's what the third episode does. I thought that was a very good, exciting episode. Now the fourth episode shows how Jennifer Tiffany is adjusting to prison life and meets celebrity chef Evelyn Elliott, who quickly despises her when she learns that she killed her sister Meg. I thought that scene was funny. Now, meanwhile, the gang arrives at the Halloween party at the White House, but disaster strikes when a chandelier falls and kills several of the guests, thanks because of what Chucky did earlier in the show when he loosened all the bolts in the chandelier and it kills almost half of the, I say about a third of the guests. And there are some very terrific gory effects that take place too. However, despite that fact, again the ritual fails. Chucky still has not appeased Damballa, and then when he takes off the mask, Chucky looks even older than he did before, and it seems like he doesn't have much time left because he might die of natural causes. Oh no, is this the end of Chucky? You know, it's nice seeing Jake, Devin, and Lexi as we get to see that Jake and Devin want to consummate their relationship, and they also have a funny dialogue exchange with Samantha regarding sex. I really thought that was a interesting play on having sex with a same sex couple. I really thought that was a fantastic idea for them to do. As much as I love these characters, I love the actors that are portraying them, especially the actor that portrays Jake as he's had a growth spurt and they all seem to be getting older. But I believe it's time to end their story because there's only so much you can do this before it becomes stale. And I believe that's becoming a bit of a problem. It was nice when it started in the first two seasons and all the stuff that is happening to them. They really need to have a come to the end between Jake, Devin, and Lexi, especially with Lexi, because she seems to be the odd man out. Especially when it comes to three of them. Yeah, she still cares about Devin and Jake, and she's happy that they find that they're there together. But it's time for Lexi to find some happiness in her life. And again, for the second time this season, it seemed like we have some actors that want to go down as being killed by Chucky. As just like we saw last season, we get several known actors that are either killed by Chucky or Jennifer Tiffany so far this season. Fan favorite Alec Vincent returns to being stabbed to death by Chucky. Keenan Thompson plays a New York cab driver who gets stuffed in the mouth with an umbrella, and veteran actress Nina Vardalos, I'll get that name pronounced correctly, from My Big Fat Greek Wedding, plays an incarcerated inmate whose death is very graphic, thanks to Jennifer Tiffany's voodoo dolls. I really like what they've done with Chucky this season. Having him being cursed with Christianity in the third episode, thanks to the exorcism that was performed with him last season. I like the fact that they decided to play into the events of last season that affected him now, and I thought that was pretty good. I like that whole scene in the doctor's office where we get to see one woman who is upset because, look, I'm going to do this curse because I want to get what I want. And then we have a guy who's in a box where there's something screaming in the box. And the guy said that's his ex-wife. I, I was cracking up laughing. That was real funny right there. So really got to give the writers and Dan Mancini credit for coming up with something very creative. Don Mancini credit for creating a very effective scene right there. Really did enjoy that episode right there. This is the first time I've ever seen Chucky seem so desperate because for the first time ever, he's facing the reality that he might die for real, and it seems to be no way for him to avoid it. He's tried two times to perform this ritual to regain Dambala's faith, and both times failed, so there's something that's not working. So obviously he's got to come up with something, or Chucky, he's going to die. Now, obviously, the fourth episode plays well into the Phantom of the Opera role. We see Chucky in the mask, and then at the end of the episode, when he take the mask off, he has the same type of reaction that we saw in that particular film right there. I thought it was a very effective scene because we don't know why Chucky's wearing that mask, because really before we can see that he is aging, but we didn't know how bad or how fast the aging is occurring. Because you do have to understand, this is based upon the Child's Play series that started way back in 1980. So we're well over a lot of years. So obviously he's aging very fast. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how they're going to play this in the next four episodes. And of course, it's going to be interesting to see what's in store for the three amigos, for Jake, Devin, and Lexi. How Chucky's going to defy the situation he finds himself in. Tiffany, Jennifer, and Caroline will come into play to this. I'm pretty sure we'll also see some Nika. We have not seen the last of Nika. Yeah, so all in all, this is a very good first part of season three, part one. Really enjoyed all the episodes. Like I said, the third episode was my best ever. So they left us on a cliffhanger. So we're going to have to wait and see next year what's in store for Chucky. So there you have it, guys. That is my review of Chucky Season 3, Part 1. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, like, and share, because it does help out with that YouTube algorithm. Have you seen Chucky 3 yet? It airs on Peacock. You did not catch all the episodes. Please leave your comments in the comment section below. Also, if you're new here, please hit that subscriber button, ring that notification bell. That way we notify anytime when I put up new videos such as this one. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as a Horror Miser Monty EG, and always remember that horror rules. And I see you in my next video. You guys stay safe out there.